Welcome students. In the second module of chapter number 3, Diversity in Living Things and Their Classification, we will be learning two main topics: structure of plant and classification of plant. In structure of plant, we have already learned about stem and root. In this module, we will learn flower, leaf and fruit in detail. Also, we will see how plants are classified on the basis of their shape, height and lifespan. Learn about the most important part of the plant, that is leaf. A leaf is actually called as the kitchen of the plant because the process of photosynthesis is carried out in the leaf of a plant. Photosynthesis is the process through which plant produces their food using carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the pigment essential for photosynthesis process which is present only in leaf. Because of chlorophyll, leaf acquires green color. The leaf is flat and they come in different shapes, sizes and colors. Let us learn the types of leaf. Leaves are mainly of two types: simple and compound leaves. As you can see in the picture, a simple leaf has a single leaf lamina which is never divided into smaller leaflets. For example, I have shown banana leaf and guava leaf in the picture which has undivided leaf lamina. Whereas in compound leaf, the leaf lamina is divided into many small separate leaves called as leaflet. These small leaflets make up a whole leaf as you can see in the picture. These leaflets functions as a separate leaves. For example, I have shown neem leaf and rose leaf in the picture which has leaf lamina divided into many small leaflets. Flower is the most attractive part of a plant. A flower has a typical shape, color and fragrance to attract the insects for pollination. Pollination is the process in which pollens gets transferred from one flower to another of same species by means of wind, insects or birds. After pollination, flowers starts developing the fruits. Fruits bears the seeds and we get new plant by sowing the seeds. In this way, flowers plays an important role in reproduction. A fruit is the part of a plant that contains the seeds. Actually, fruit protects the seeds and also helps to spread them. Fruits have different shapes. Fruits contain one or more seeds. The pods of beans and peas are actually the fruits. The fruit may be fleshy like berries or it may be hard and dry like nuts. Students, up to now information about lakhs of plants has been collected. While studying the diversity in plants, they are classified for the sake of convenience on the basis of the similarities and differences in their structure, their organs, and their other characteristics. We can easily notice the differences in the shape and height of the plants in our surroundings. Therefore, according to the size and the height of stem, plants are classified as trees, herbs, shrubs, and vines. Let us see some important characteristics of a tree. Trees grow tall. Their stem or trunk is hard and strong. They have branches at some height above the ground. They bear flowers and fruits for many years. Also, they live for many years. A tree gives us shade and fresh air. A tree is the habitat for many birds. Trees play an important role in rain cycle. Trees also prevents soil erosion. For example, mango tree, a banyan tree, neem tree, etc. Let us see some features of shrubs. A shrub grows close to the ground. They have branches very close to the ground. A shrub has several main stems arising at or near the ground. Shrubs are shorter and smaller than the trees, but they have a thick and hard stem. Shrubs grow 2 to 3 meters tall. For example, hibiscus, rose, etc. Let us see some distinguishing features of herbs. The stems of herbs are green and quite flexible as compared to those of trees and shrubs. Herbs grow 1 to 1.5 meters tall. Herbs may live for a few months or up to 2 years. In general use, herbs are plants with aromatic properties that are used for flavoring and garnishing food. For example, mint. Some of the herbs are also used for medicinal purpose. For example, tulsi plant. The stems of vines are soft, green and very flexible to permit bending, twisting and coiling. It grows rapidly with the help of a support. Vines can cover anything like walls, fences in its path with leaves. Some vines like beans plant need vertical support for growing as shown in the picture. Vines are the plants which have climbing stems. It may climb with help of aerial roots. Aerial roots are the roots that grow on the above ground parts of a plant. For example, in case of money plants, aerial roots grow on its stem. These roots help the vines to attach and climb on different surfaces. Let us learn about tendrils. As you can see in the picture, tendrils are wiry in structure that occur along the plant's stem. Initially, the tendrils reach around in the air until they come into contact with some surface. Upon contact, tendrils curls, forming a coil that allows the plant to adjust the pull and the support. For example, we can see many tendrils on cucumber vine. Some vines like pumpkin gets spread on the ground. The length of time from the beginning of development to the death of a plant is called its lifespan. The life cycle is the sequence of stages a plant goes through from seed germination to seed production of the mature plant. Depending on the period of life cycle, plants are classified as annual, biennial, and perennial plants. An annual plant is a plant that completes its life cycle from germination to the production of seeds within one growing season and then dies. This means it goes from seed to flower and back to seed and then dies off during one growing season. As you can see in the picture, life cycle of sunflower plant is shown, which gets completed in 1 year. Jawar plants and pea plants are also annual plants. Biennial plants are the plants that takes 2 years to complete its biological life cycle. In the first growing season, the plant undergoes primary growth, in which it produces roots, stems, and leaves. During the second growing season, they produce flowers, fruits, and seeds, and then it dies. Beetroot, cabbage, and carrot, these are the biennial plants. Perennial plants live for several years and bear flowers and fruits. Perennial plants need more than 2 years to complete its life cycle. Once they grow and start producing fruits, they continue this life cycle for a longer period of time. They do not die after bearing fruits. They renew their parts season after season. For example, mango tree. Mango trees have a long lifespan. Depending on the variety, it can take 5 to 15 years to start fruiting. After that, it bears flowers and fruits every season. Gulmohar plant also bear flowers every year once it attains maturity. Lifespan of Gulmohar tree is about 20 to 25 years. Students, till now we have seen classification of plants based on their various features. When we see around us, we find that certain plants never bear flowers, while some are always bloomed with flowers. The plants that bear flowers are called as flowering plants. For example, jasmine, marigold, etc. And the plants that never bear flowers are called as non-flowering plants. For example, fern and moss. Students, you might have seen a green soft layer of cotton-like bodies on the wall, mainly in the rainy season. That is nothing but the moss. Students, here is an interesting information for you. We all know that there is tremendous variety in plants. Here in the first picture, you can see world's largest flower, Rafflesia arnoldi, which is found in Indonesia. Its diameter is about 1 meter. And here is world's smallest flower, Wolffia, which is also called as duckweed in the second picture. Its diameter is as small as 0.5 millimeter. Students, I hope you all understood what we have learned in this module. So, complete the given exercise and have a good revision. Thank you.